Hey, what's going on? It's August 27th, 2015, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have to uh, just keep striking away at this whole Planned Parenthood issue. A lot of y'all are already tired and bored by it and would rather not be hearing about it, but again, I have to keep striking away at this Planned Parenthood issue. Now, most of the people who are, I guess, what you would call pro-abortion or uh, die-hard advocates for organizations such as Planned Parenthood and others. Most of them are illogical people, just unreasonable, and you're not going to talk with them for more than a few seconds without figuring out that they're not listening to a word you're saying. There's other people who are slightly more reasonable when it comes to their advocacy of Planned Parenthood, which shouldn't even be the issue. The issue really is not whether or not they exist, but whether or not everybody is supposed to pay for them, would be the main issue. But their best argument to date, one that actually resembles validity, is well, yeah, there seems to be some people who care about babies and them not getting murdered. They certainly do care about the babies, but once the babies grow up, a lot of these babies are going to be in poverty, and that's not good, and then nobody's going to care about them then. That would be the argument. I would have to actually say that that's pretty much true. Yes, we care about the babies more than the grown folks because the grown folks should be able to take care of themselves by that point. Babies can't do that. So, yes, that is true. But I'm going to have to point out this aspect that might help to clarify this up is that what you're saying when you're saying that is not that people are a problem, but what you're saying is that poverty is a problem. And it's due to the poverty that the choice should be allowed. And I'm not saying the choice shouldn't be allowed, but it's due to that kind of poverty that somehow, for some reason, every single American should pay for these types of things to be done. That's kind of nutballs. Um, when you think about it, because it's all quite simple. I've heard many people of many different faiths or backgrounds describe that we could alleviate poverty here. For the most part, we could very much strengthen the middle class. And what that would take and entail would be adopting a truly free market system resembling the one that used to exist here in this country and going ahead and reducing the shit out of taxes. All right, because taxes, for the most part, are what keeps people in poverty, and that's pretty obvious. All right. Not only that, I mean, you get rid of taxes, and you would also have to get rid of welfare. Thing is, if we're running a free market system the way it should be ran, there would really be no use of welfare. Nobody would need it. They would all have jobs and savings accounts. Nobody would need welfare, and in the extremely off chance if somebody did need welfare, they would get it for a little while. But honestly, they should get it around their community. But I mean, still, I guess we could pay for that. That's a very rare minority, and of course, we would need a lot less taxes to pay for it, amongst other things that we really don't have any say over. All right, so therefore, what you would do then is eliminate the poverty. You can see you wouldn't even have to make laws prohibiting abortion at all. At all. Abortions would go way down, they would plummet. They would absolutely plummet if everybody uh, had a job, if we had a very strong middle class. And there was no welfare to be, I mean, there was really no welfare. We could be having all the babies, all the different kind of babies we wanted right now. And it wouldn't matter because everybody would be able to afford them, give them good lives. And there's more than enough resources. All the people say we're running out of resources. Guess what? You're fear mongers, right? We're not running out. You understand how big the earth is? Oh my God! How could you? There's no way you could even use it all. You're you're nutballs for thinking that you could. That's crazy. So I mean, obviously there's a solution right there. It's not going to be implemented, but it's in my fairyland uh, brain of a world that goes correctly. It's where I pulled that from. It's not going to happen, but that's exactly how you would do it. You you would strengthen the middle class, and you'd have no need to even make abortion laws, and they would plummet, and babies would be everywhere. But instead, you have people fighting tooth and nail for abortion rights, for the rights to abortion. They would rather. It seems like they would rather abort them than have them and give them a good future. I'm gonna have to keep talking about this. It's not going away. This is August the 27th, 2015.